funny story, guys. I remember when I was obsessing over the numbers on YouTube, and I remember telling God how frustrated I was. Like, God, why won't you let me grow? Why? God, why won't you push out my content to the world, and so on and so forth? And I remember God asking me, why do you want to go viral? And I thought, why do I want to go viral? And then I responded, I told God, I want to get monetized. I want to make money doing what I love, posting kind of content I love. I want to make money off of this platform. And God said something that was very interesting. He said, okay, if your end goal is to make money, to monetize this platform, then you don't need to go viral to achieve that. And that was like, poof. In this video, I will be sharing how obeying God and starting a YouTube channel changed my life. Quick disclaimer here. So I saved the best points for last, so watch till the end. So the first way that YouTube changed my life is that I did not realize it at the time, but YouTube built skills in me that I could very easily use in multiple careers. I learned editing, public speaking, script writing, and so on and so forth. Guys, I cannot begin to tell you how many things that I did not know before I started YouTube that I know now, because in trying to improve yourself on YouTube, you have to pick up so many skills. And I didn't realize how many skills I was picking up until I found myself like having to make public presentations. And there was just a confidence that I had that a lot of the other presenters frankly did not have. And it makes sense. I've been practicing. Every time you sit down and you speak to the camera, you're practicing. And of course, this opens so many opportunities to you. Regardless of whatever happens in the future, regardless of whether I do YouTube for decades or I eventually stop, the truth is I'll forever be grateful for the skills that I have developed, because as long as you have those skills, opportunities are endless. The second way that YouTube changed my life is that YouTube helped me to stop obsessing over numbers. But basically, if you post content on YouTube long enough, you would learn that even if you get 1 million views on a piece of content, if those views do not attract your target audience, it is a waste. I'll give you an example. The first 2 videos on my YouTube channel has over 1,000 views. In fact, the first video has nearly 3,000 views as we speak. However, the people that subscribed to my channel because of that content are not my target audience. And because I do not post content like that frequently, the virality didn't necessarily benefit my channel. And I would say this is one of the biggest lessons I've learned, that there is quality of numbers over quantity. So pulling from that point, the next way that YouTube changed my life is that YouTube started building in me a mindset of community. Instead of putting out videos that I felt would get empty views, I started thinking, okay, how can I put my personality out there? How can I be more myself? How can I build a relationship with my target audience? And that began to even inform some of the other types of content that I would post. Now, this can be applied to any other social media platform. However, compared to other social media platforms, on YouTube, I'm able to both reach and retain my target audience. And the reason is very simple. My target audience, get to spend more time with me on this platform, on YouTube, compared to any other social media platform, at least for now, because of the length of the content that I post here. And like I said, this point is very easily a continuation from my other points, because when you're no longer obsessing about views and numbers and virality, you have to find new things to obsess over. And I found that I want to obsess over community. Community is the most important thing to me now as we speak. The fourth way that YouTube literally changed my life is that as a Christian specifically, YouTube has helped me grow in a way that no other platform has helped me grow. So anybody that knows me would know that YouTube is practically my Netflix, which means I spend so much time on YouTube learning. As a result of that, I have learned so much from the Christian creators that I am subscribed to on YouTube. And in the same way, I have grown a lot from posting Christian content on YouTube. And the reason is very simple. When you're posting Christian content, you cannot speak on things that are doctrinally incorrect. So because I was posting Christian content on YouTube, God started training me on how to study the Bible, the truth of the gospel, and so on and so forth. A good example of this is my ministry has a YouTube channel, and we basically put out content that helps people grow in their walk with God. In 2020, God had told me to post videos of myself summarizing each book of the Bible every week. And I cannot begin to tell you how many things God had taught me before I even began that project, because He knew that I was going to be doing something like that, and He wanted to make sure that at least I had the foundational knowledge of the right way to interpret the Bible. And all that I have learned doing that also now applies to my personal life, because the more you understand God and His character, the more you grow in your intimacy with Him, and the more you learn to trust Him. So content that I began putting out for YouTube started benefiting my personal life and my personal relationship with God. That's a big deal for me. Of course, I've grown a lot since then. My understanding of the Bible now is so much deeper than when I did that project. I have this theory that the more you teach something, the more you learn and the more it sticks. I just feel like my teaching this content is one of the biggest reasons why I know what I know today. So I'm able to confidently teach the Bible now, because I've realized that the more I teach, the more I learn, and the more I learn, the more I can help other people by teaching them what I've learned. So it's just like a beautiful cycle of self-improvement. Finally, and most importantly, showing up on YouTube prompted me to start a business. This is probably the most unexpected things that I thought YouTube would do in my life or do for me. But basically, from putting out content regularly on YouTube, I realized that to even succeed on YouTube, I had to treat myself as a business. So basically, I began seeing YouTube as a platform to grow my business. And the reason that this is one of the most important points is because when I started posting content on YouTube, my goal was virality. My goal was to get millions of followers, millions of subscribers. I just felt like if you do not have that, you are basically a failure on YouTube. But from putting out content on YouTube, I had to redefine success for myself. Funny story, guys. I remember when I was obsessing over the numbers on YouTube, and I remember telling God how frustrated I was. Like, God, why won't you let me grow? Why? God, why won't you push out my content to the world, and so on and so forth? And I remember God asking me, why do you want to go viral? And I thought, why do I want to go viral? And then I responded, I told God, I want to get monetized. I want to make money doing what I love, posting kind of content I love. I want to make money off of this platform. And God said something that was very interesting. He said, okay, if your end goal is to make money, to monetize this platform, then you don't need to go viral to achieve that. And that was like, that was literally a light bulb moment, because once I heard that, once God told me that, my mind expanded. Wait, if your goal is monetization, if your goal is to use YouTube as a source of income, then virality is not what is necessarily going to get you that. What is going to get you that is that you start speaking to a specific audience that you can do business with. And I would say that that was a life-changing realization, because that changed the game for me when it comes to posting content on YouTube. That was literally the turning point for me. I no longer put out random content. I also do not put out content that I just feel will get me empty views. I am so much more intentional than I used to be, and I thank God for that. I just want to encourage anybody watching this that if God has told you to start a YouTube channel, please start. We actually need so much more Christian creators represented in every sector and in every field. We need more Christian creators in different skin tones. We need more Christian creators speaking different languages, and so on and so forth. The reason is because when people watch YouTube, when people watch a creator, they tend to see themselves in the creator that they are watching. But if a sector or a field is underrepresented, you can see how that forces us to have to watch content from creators that are not Christian and that we don't believe in their values. So please, if God has told you to start a YouTube channel, start and be consistent. It is worth it. If you do not know where to start, I have a whole playlist that you can check out right here at the end of this video. If you're just coming across my channel for the first time, my name is Benny. I'm a business coach. I basically help Christians start purposeful and profitable coaching businesses, either full-time or as a side hustle. If you're interested in opening up diverse streams of income for yourself, this is the channel to subscribe to. That being said, I'll see you in my next video.